Good morning, everybody. This will probably be the shortest review I'll ever do, maybe in general. Um, as you very well know, a week ago today, I said that I would be reviewing Baddies USA, and a week ago today, the first episode's review was released. Now, the reason I say this is probably going to be the shortest review ever for me is because I don't really have much to say about the second episode. If you ask me, I feel like they should just release 2 a week. Maybe not, on the same day. Maybe like, I don't know, like one on Sunday, one on Wednesday or Thursday or something. That way, the shit can be over faster. I don't know, you know what I mean? Cause low key, it be dragging. This shit be dragging for like, girl. So I already told y'all I'm not the traditional quote unquote like everybody else. I'm not gonna be taking y'all through the this happened and that happened and that. I'm not gonna be narrating. It's not happening. Or storytelling, whatever the fuck it's called. What I am gonna do is give you the fashion do's and don'ts, what like the standout moments, and my complaints. So, fashion do's and don'ts. Didn't really see much of them. I mean, the girls were fighting. Okay, from the rooter to the tutor. Okay. But Tommy did come in serving looks. I was here for it. When doesn't she though? She always girl, if she don't do nothing else, honey, she ain't even got to be at the center of drama, and she gonna come in and just, the fashion is just gonna, speak for itself. Suki looked cute. From what I remember, Sapphire looked cute. The only thing I can really remember from Sapphire is her blonde bob. I don't really remember much else, but I'm pretty sure she was cute. She served looks too. I really liked Krishan's outfit. I wouldn't really, it's a different kind of fashion than the girls I just named. She was very relaxed, but I lived for Krishan's hair. Like her hair, like she had her natural hair. Like, it's really curly and really like fine hair. I was here for it. Tavy and Lex were fighting. I'm like, why? Again? Like y'all fights not even like fun to watch. Like, sit down. Sit down. I'm tired. Damn it. And I would love to say Tavy did better, but I don't care. And then, right after, so Lex wanted to fight Tavy and Fauna because she got jumped at the reunion. I can understand that. If a motherfucker jumped me, I mean, and I have time, because, you got to make time for these things. You know what I mean? You got to decide if am I going to be the kind of bitch that's going to make time to get my lick back. If the situation was right, if I was in the same, like, situation as Lex, and I know I'm going to see you again, because we work on this type of platform or whatever like that, yeah, but we're going to fight. We got to fight. You fucking jumped me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how many times I fought you before you jumped me. You jumped me, and now you're going to get, like, these hands again. Period. Yeah, I done grabbed a whole jar of jalapenos, and I ain't even done with this can. I mean, this jar. Anyway. Oh, by the way, I'm making a sub. And, so what will be on the sub, I'm replacing the turkey that was already came on the sub. It's a Walmart sub. If I get sponsored by them, then I will start flashing the label and whatnot. But until then, I took off all the ingredients that was on the sub already. It was really high in sodium. And I'm replacing it with my own stuff. So what was already on there was like roast beef, I think ham and I think it was roast beef and ham. And cheese. So I took all of that off. And what I'm gonna do is typically when I make my own sub, I don't put a spread on there. But I was like, you know what, I want to do something a little different. I did get a new condiment, which I've tried before. Not like literally, like I've tried like it before, but not the little container kind. Like I got it from Wawa before, like in my order. Like, so I'm familiar. It's garlic aioli. So yeah, I don't want to put too much on there because I did want to sprinkle. I be sprinkling like Bodak sauce on my subs. You know, like give that extra kick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna do it's low sodium chicken, not chicken. What the fuck? Turkey, lettuce, tomatoes, jalapeno. I already said garlic aioli, and I already said Bodak sauce. That's pretty much it. It's nice and simple, but Anyway, so yeah, Krishan looked damn confused the whole fucking episode, and I just was not like I wasn't like that toward Krishan, but we was in the same boat because I'm like, this is too much. This is too much. Like, what at a time? The girls are fighting all at once, and then the episode started with Biggie and Smiley fighting. First of all, what the fuck was that? Smiley seemed as though she was very much over it, and I'm like, girl, you're supposed to be the one getting your lick back. She smacked the shit out of you. Like, what you mean? What you mean you're over it? Get up and go get her. Like, what do you mean? Over it? This is Baddies. You don't get to be over it. You gotta be petty. That's what they're paying you to do. I really don't want to make sure I'm gonna put 3 dots. And see, when I put the turkey on there, it'll smash it. Oh shit, I don't put too much on there. But yeah, Smiley looked like she didn't even want to fight Biggie. But apparently, allegedly, Smiley made comments about Biggie's boyfriend or something like that, and that's why Biggie wanted to fight. I'm honestly surprised that Smiley didn't crack it off because she got smacked at the last time they were really around each other physically. So their fight was trash. Next, okay, so I already told you, like, Lex wanted to fight, what the fuck her name is? Oh, Tavy and Fauna, because they jumped her. Those fights were trash. I mean, it's nothing honestly special about what I saw or witnessed. And I feel like they owe America an apology. Oop, no free promo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, that was trash. Y'all could have kept that. Fight off camera, actually. But yeah. Okay, so then, if you recall, in episode 1, Suki, Dolly, Lex, and Summer all had a conversation about Summer's comment that she made. I think this was last year? Whenever it was. I think it was after Midwest, and it was after the reunion. And, she made some comments about Tasiki, arguably the best fighter on Zeus in general. Y'all, this is all coming together. Wait a minute, it's looking kind of, what's going on? It's looking kind of good. Girl, it's making me hungry. I'm about to eat anyway. Anyway, yeah, so, I'm looking all around like, what am I missing? It's the fucking jalapenos. Summer knew she was gonna have to address this, and the way she was kicking it like, bitch, I ain't scared. I already know it's the elephant in the room. We gonna have to address it, whatever, and whatever happened. Now that Tasiki's in the room, and Tasiki's coming up to you, and she's wanted to address it, not in no conversation type shit. She just came to smack, you know what I'm saying? And she did exactly that, honey. She was slapping that girl up. Well, it was one time she slapped her so hard her head just, went back like that. Now Summer was windmilling, real slow, like she was drunk or something. Like, was she drunk? Like she was windmilling real slow. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Not hitting nothing, not hitting anything, just aimless windmilling. You know what I mean? It wasn't even distracting to Siki. Like she was still slapping her up. Now, I remember before the season came out, there was speculation that Dolly, well, the big three, I'm not gonna say all their fucking names, that the big three fell out because they didn't defend Summer against Tasiki. Now, Dolly has already openly said that, you know, me and Tasiki already talked. We don't have no issue. So I'm not gonna fight her. You know what I mean? And I do believe Lex, now this is what Lex said. Like, you know, this is one of the little lives that were clipped. She said, I don't have a problem with Tasiki, but at the end of the day, my loyalty lies with Dolly and Summer. That's what she said now. But Lex was already in her own shit. I don't even think she really knew what was going on until like Summer had already like got slippity slapped. You know what I mean? Wait a minute, no. Yeah. No, I think Lex was over there. Anyway, if she wasn't, she wasn't. I'm just, you know, going based off of memory. I watched this last night. Anyway, I did notice Dolly, she did step in and, you know, try to break it up. You know, and Summer has already said that they didn't fall out because of that. She already made that clear. That was like, I think fans, you know, saying that shit. Anyway, Dolly did step in to break it up. And now, when Lex stepped in to break it up, Lex said that's something that needed to happen. What was something that needed to happen? Like, what does that mean? Her getting slapped? Or her confronting the issue? Because she already said that she was going to do that. So what are you talking about? What needed to happen? I think something else that, you know, I didn't think she needed to get, well, I'm never going to promote violence. That's not the kind of person that I am. But we all knew that's basically how Tasiki was going to handle that situation or respond, or however you want to slice it, and, you know, whatever. Anyway, to be honest, it could have been a lot worse. We've seen what Tasiki can do. And I honestly think she didn't go that hard on Summer because Summer cannot fight. That's what I think. Because she could have, that would have been, girl, talk about an easy win. Are you kidding me? Like, she would have ran through that girl. So I'm actually glad, because even what she gave her, I was like, oh, no. Y'all break it up. Break it up. I'm like, don't let her hit her no more. Like, gosh. You know? But considering what she could have got, she didn't, you know. Anyway, what else happened? Ooh, a part that I didn't see coming that was like a standout. Whoa, okay, it was two standout moments. One was negative, one was positive, depending on who you ask. Anyway, matter of fact, do I want to put some Bodak sauce on there? I mean, I feel like with the garlic aioli, I'll sprinkle some. Not too much. Anyway, Krishan. Now, if y'all recall, if y'all follow the T pages, a clip from, I think, one of Scotty's lives. Scotty said that Krishan was clocking tea with the big three, and when Scotty did it, it was a problem, but they didn't have nothing to say to Krishan. Lie. And Krishan later on confirmed that, oh yeah, it happened exactly how Scotty said. Lie. Now, the other two didn't really say nothing. Lex did. Her and Krishan had words. Nobody was necessarily, I mean, you know, I was like, ooh, ooh. When Lex started talking, I was like, okay, well, wait a minute. They said that this didn't happen. They said that none of the big three said anything, and now I'm watching the scene, and I'm like, oh. Lex like, bitch. That's not what happened, bitch. And I was like, ooh. Just looking back and forth like, ooh. You know, but it didn't get to physical blows or anything like that, so whatever. I feel like Lex would have took that only because Lex fights with both hands and she's very tall and, you know, never mind. I won't say that. I'm not going to be biased because I don't care for her and I almost said something. But, you know, she's very tall and lengthy, you know, Mrs. Incredible like, you know what I mean? Just extendo type shit going on, you know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, they had words and I was shocked. Next, it didn't get to physical blows. Boo, tomato, tomato. Anyway, so then, now Tanisha she was already in there. And I was out, I'd be forgetting, it's so many of them. And more of them were in there that just didn't get, like, you know, because, you know, typically it's the fights and the drama that get, the people who are in it get all the camera time. So a lot of the bad girls, I think, were in the room, but it's so fucking many of them. And then, like, you know, the cameras were really focusing on the fights, so they weren't really getting like all the entrances and all that stuff because it just didn't matter. So Tanisha came in and, you know, Rolly peeped it, I guess, and she was basically saying, you know, fuck what y'all talking about. I want to have a conversation with Tanisha. So Tanisha has Judy had said to Tanisha that Rolly wants to have a conversation. And you could kind of tell by, like, the way Sarah was looking at Tanisha. She was trying to, like, gauge her reaction and see, like, you know, okay, you're going up against somebody who, you know, is arguably one of the most confrontational girls. What's the energy gonna give? You know what I mean? Because Tanisha ain't no punk. So, with the way that, like, you know, I'm no Virgo, but I'm very well aware that I have a temper, and I'm very well aware that I'm, you know, I could be confrontational in certain spaces myself. So, Tanisha's guard was up. You could tell by her facial. She made this, like, her when she walked up, she left a distance between her and Rolly. Well, you gotta stay ready, so you gotta get ready. Now, her initial facial expression was like she was looking like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Because, you know, we already, like, what's up? What's going on? You know. And it was actually productive. You know, they talked it out. And then Tanisha was like, this is what this is about. They're like, this is, you know. And I think moments like that, they both apologized, I believe. Yes, they both apologized to each other. And it didn't get to physical blows, thank goodness. I didn't want Tanisha on there fighting. I really didn't. And it was really productive. And it was like, you know, some grown woman shit. And I really appreciate that. You know, when, even if y'all don't be friends after the fact, like, y'all can have a moment and y'all can just, whether you agree to disagree or apologize or both, or, you know, just have some dialogue and, you know, just be grown about the situation. And, you know, that was my favorite part of the episode, I have to say. Yeah. Those were my two standouts. Now, do I have any complaints? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait a minute. The fact that it was so much going on, I didn't peep that. I don't know if Tinka did it. I do know one of their rounds, she had a hold of Cold Killer. I just didn't know if it was her hair or her outfit or what. But girl, let me tell you something. Somebody uploaded, because I had to go on Twitter to refresh because I forgot a lot of shit that happened. I don't even know. Somebody screenshotted a moment where, the camera had panned to Cold Killer probably real quick, and one of her braids was missing. Like, I'm like, did Tika do that? And I'm like, what? You know what I don't be understanding? Now, this is like the third time on this franchise I done seen somebody get scalped. It was Diamond, what's her name? Bahati, and now Cold Killer. And I'm like, none of y'all three, you're like, y'all got scalped. And I'm like, how are y'all not screaming in pain? Like, how does that it doesn't hurt? Like, what the fuck? But you know what? It wouldn't shock me if it didn't hurt. You know, shit. The shit that these girls put their bodies through, be on this goddamn show. It wouldn't surprise me if that was a fucking cakewalk. Anyway, do I have any complaints? I didn't get enough fashion. I didn't get enough hair. Where the hell is Natalie? Now, you know, girl, this is your show. You're supposed to be the first bitch in this damn building. Fuck a damn grand entrance or whatever it is she finna do. But I feel like that's what the fuck she's gonna do. But like, it's like, no, you're the host technically. I mean, if you wanna, whatever, you need to be here first to greet all the girls. You should have been here first, so you don't have to get downloaded on what happened later on. You know how she like to act oblivious, child. I don't really have too many complaints. I mean, other than, you know, yeah, I didn't get enough fashion and I didn't get enough hair. But this episode was very excuse me, it didn't really give like that. I wasn't even gonna do a review on this one, but I was like, no, I already told the people that I was gonna do one. So here I am. Here I stand. You know, no, that's all I really got to say. I will see y'all next week for episode 3 of Baddies Midwest. Bye.